The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Talkin Cowboys. Streaming live from the Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star in Frisco.
C.D. Lamb, touchdown. Parsons has sacked it. Prescott keeps it, and he bangs it in for the touchdown.
And now your hosts, Isaiah Stanback, Patrick Walker, Josh Rodriguez, and Kyle Yeomans.
It's a Say It With Your Chest Friday here on Talkin Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas, in the SWBC studios. Welcome in, everybody, with Patrick No C Walker. We've got Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback. I'm Kyle Yeomans. Glad you're with us as we continue into week 2 of the NFL season. What's up?
Got the oats.
He's got the oats.
It smells oaty.
The Quaker
in here.
oats.
Odie.
Smells oaty.
I'm oated up, baby.
Like Garfield. Call you Odin.
Hey, I had a tiger, huh?
What's up?
Isaiah just tried to sneak Josh's water bottle all the way around the table, like to me,
Sleight
and
of hand, baby.
Josh grabbed it right at the last second.
I thought I left it at your spot.
Oh no! It was sitting right there, and Isaiah
five.
took it from you and like went behind the back and like tried to.
This
I was gonna try and get it to Patrick and then try and get it back to you.
It wouldn't have because he stole my bowl
had it.
earlier. So
Ooh.
there's no way that cup
With a spoon.
there's no way that cup would have made it to you.
Oh goodness!
Did you do
Gentlemen,
chest this week?
No.
No, you didn't. You didn't prepare for today.
No.
We'll say it with your chest Friday.
Does holding the babies count?
That does count.
That does
Depends
count.
on the
Okay, then
position,
yeah,
that you're in.
Especially when you have
That's your excuse for
How do you
everything,
hold your
man.
baby when you have 2 of your 3 babies in your hand? How do you hold them?
I have to go from the front. Like I have to kind of hold them like across their chest, so that way, and then kind of have like their thigh, like grab
Okay.
their thigh,
Got you.
and kind of have them like that. So that way
I feel
they're
like that's
they're,
like
they're
strenuous
like
on you.
strapped in. It would be like a seat belt. My forearm acts like a
Got
seat
you.
belt for them, so that way like they don't go anywhere.
I used to wear one on my chest, right, and the little carrier,
Yeah.
and then I would hold the other 2 like footballs.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the carrier is clutch.
Yeah.
Oh, the carriers are
carriers.
mandated.
See, I don't
one,
just
one on
like-
the chest and then 2 in the arms like this. Like literally, like, my wife was like, "Why are you always carrying them like footballs?" I'm like, "Because they are."
I'm not
That's
like
just cargo.
strutting around the house with the carrier on though. If we're in public, I'll use the
Oh, I
carrier.
had an army fatigue one on.
Really?
Oh yes, it was straight commando.
You have one for 3?
No, it's just one.
So got you.
okay.
No, you wear
Yeah.
one on the chest and you
And then
carry
you
the
hold
other
the
2 in
two.
each arm.
It gives you some more flexibility
Yeah,
with
right.
it all. Yeah. There is one. We have one that can go on the back too, so it like holds them up. We can't use it yet because they got to be able to sit up first.
Yeah.
And they're not sitting up yet.
Yeah.
So
There was somebody at a college game that had one on the back.
with the back. Yeah.
Did you see that?
I don't like the back.
No.
I never did the back. I need to see my kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm
either.
out on the
chest
one
day,
in the
baby.
back. I'm also out on like when they get toddler age. I'm out on the leash thing. Like,
Oh,
I'm not
no
judging
leashes.
anybody.
Please, no
but,
leashes.
you
Dude,
know,
I've got 3 kids. I may have to go to
No,
the leash.
Don't
no,
go leash,
no.
bro.
You know,
Don't
you know,
go
what the leash is? That right there. Hey,
Hey,
Yeah,
get
facts.
back here.
hey,
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 that's your leash.
that's the Caesar
dad
Milan.
tone and
Yeah.
a look.
What do you say, Beamer?
Dad toning the look. It's better than the leash. The dad toning the look. That's the electric
Yeah,
fence.
but you gotta get their attention.
That's the electric fence.
What was
get
that,
that
Beam? What were you adding in there?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought I heard
so
you
with,
say
so with my kids, it's a snap of the finger. With my dogs, it's so I posted a story yesterday of me walking my dogs, and like my dogs, whenever they're locked in on something or they're not paying attention, they know all of a sudden they sit right down.
Okay.
They look at me, attention on me.
It made me
same
wanna,
thing with my
like,
kids. My kids
sit
can be
up.
up there. It's like, hey, finger snap. It doesn't matter where we're at. They know the tone and they automatically.
Dog
identify.
whisperer. Isaiah Sandback.
Well, my dog
watch a
is
lot
an
of
I.
Caesar.
It's I.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Right?
saying. That
My dog
his
is
is
the I.
the
Yes.
No, my dog is the I.
I?
So like if she tries to test the boundary with us, I.
Yeah.
I feel bad for everybody on audio right now. Like, it's
okay.
No, these are-
I
these
feel
like
bad for the dogs
No,
listening
these-
right now.
these are
They're like, oh god,
Child
what do I do?
whipping and dog training
Absolutely.
tips for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dak does it. Dak says, "Here we go."
There we go.
talking puppies.
Yeah, talking puppies and talking babies.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Everybody tightens up.
There we go.
Something's happening.
This is
Exactly.
free game, ladies and gentlemen. Free game.
This is a tease to later in the show, but we're going to be talking about dogs later in the show as well. So we'll talk about that in our
Big
pick
dogs.
Can we
Big
talk
dog.
about this watch?
Pick 'em
No
section.
seat?
Some brown big-
I want to while you've got the watch on, and while we get into some news and notes, I want you to tell
Glad you
me.
like that.
Are they on your watch? The news and notes? Is it on your watch?
No, it's just a little some light work.
Yeah.
Can't hide money.
What is heavy work?
Hey, you know, Beamer. All right. So, Cowboys injury report. let's start with the expected. Expected is that Jake Ferguson was again DNP, did not participate on yesterday. He continues to try to work his way back. I shouldn't say back because he hasn't missed any time yet right now. So he's trying to work his way into playing this Sunday against the New Orleans Saints with that mild MCL sprain. I agree, Isaiah. I would hold him out. But Mike McCarthy on 105.3 The Fan just this morning said that he is quote unquote getting close. So we'll see. Sounds like he'll be a game time decision. I trust they'll make the right decision, and hopefully that decision mirrors what I would like to see them do, which is rest him because the Ravens are coming up. John Stevens, you're probably not going to get any help there from tight end depth because he did not participate again yesterday, which marks his sixth, actually, if you count last Monday's practice, sixth practice that he's missed with that hamstring injury. Trending toward not playing on Sunday. Let's see what Friday and Saturday's practice holds for him. Everyone else returned to practice that was had a veteran rest day. Brandon Cooks, DeMarcus Lawrence, Zach Martin. CJ Goodwin is still dealing with a foot issue, but he was limited, so he's still participating.
And he was not working with Britt Brown off to the side.
Correct,
either.
he was not. Great news. Marshawn Nealon, right? Marshawn Nealon did not participate on Wednesday with the calf injury. He was upgraded to limited on yesterday. In the media portion of practice, he was moving pretty well. I spoke with several people after team practice who said that he looked like he wasn't really bothered by it at all. He was moving with the same suddenness and quickness that he would be if he were healthy. So good news is Marshawn Nealon, barring a setback today or tomorrow, he will be on the field and looking pretty good.
All those pressures he had.
Yeah. 6 pressures, that'll make you a little sore. Maybe a little sore. New Orleans Saints are kind of in trouble. Talise Fuaga, first-round pick. He was downgraded from limited on Wednesday to did not participate on Thursday with a back issue.
Oh, backiotomy.
Back. Yeah.
Spinal.
So
Especially
they're
from-
starting left tackle.
Yeah, from a left tackle standpoint where you're moving and you're shaking, and there's this guy
Correct.
named Micah Parsons that's pretty quick.
Right-hand quarterback, right?
Yeah.
So
that's the blind side.
In trouble there. The Saints might be in a situation where they're playing a swing tackle against the likes of Micah Parsons and Marshawn Nealon and Tank when he's on that side.
Just from the draft show, Taliesin Fuaga is a legitimate left tackle.
Yes.
Like he's going to be a Pro Bowler, possibly All Pro at some point in the future if he can stay healthy.
And
But if you have back, I would assume it's probably back spasms or something along those lines.
Either way.
Quick twitch is probably not your best friend.
Yeah, it's not. And also you're trying to contort against the bend of like Micah and the speed of Micah and Tank, and that's a rough day. So even if he does go, he is far less than 100%, and the injury that he's dealing with, that's going to impact his game in a big way. If he can't go, it's Micah Parsons and that Cowboys edge rush against the backup.
Can we go back real quick to the tight end position?
Again.
If Jake Ferguson is not available for this game, and
What's the and?
the and is his backup. Not his backup. John Stevens. John Stevens is not available. Then you are down to 2 tight ends. Am I correct?
Plus Lipke.
Lipke's not a tight end. He's a.
I know, but they're going to use him as a
He's
tight
not going to
end.
be in a
2
3-point on the line of scrimmage. I
2
don't think.
with a plus next to it.
Yeah.
More like an
Treat it that
H-back.
way.
Yeah, he's an H-back for sure.
Yeah.
So you're down to 2 tight ends. Okay, just making sure.
Elevate Princeton Fant, and now
He is on the
now
practice
you have
squad.
3.
There you go.
But if you're talking supplementing lost production, then what do we talk about, Josh? It's the Jalen's. Brooks and Tolbert are going to have to get some of those targets that would have otherwise.
Brevin.
Brevin Spanford.
I want to see Brevin as well.
89.
I want to see Brevin as well.
I'd like to see him.
Kyle's scouting report scares the crap out of me, though.
I mean,
And I'm half
consistent.
I'm half joking because
Yeah.
Brevin did have a very
think-
solid training camp.
his tape, Brevin Spanford, his tape in college was so much fun to watch at one point, and then at other points, it was the most boring film in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of how it was. It was just inconsistency. If he can build a level of consistency, that would be the steal of the entire rookie class, in my mind, because of and I think that's why they invested so much in him. They said, okay, the upside's there. We're not wasting a draft pick if something goes wrong here and he doesn't live up to that at the NFL level. We're going to try and invest in him at the tight end position. Well, they have done that. He's here, and now he's got an opportunity. I would love to see what Brevin Spanford brings to
Agreed.
the table.
And the challenge for him there would be you only have Ferguson, if he misses this game, he'll be back
Yeah.
for the Ravens. You only have one game. So even based upon what you're saying, it's either going to be exciting output for Brevin Spann-Ford, or it's going to be, he was just there.
He was there.
He was
Yeah.
I'm calling it right now. Brevin Spann-Ford scores a touchdown in the red zone this game.
Boom. That's
That
not a
just
bold.
happened.
That's not bold prediction though.
I would say that's pretty bold.
No, I don't think that's bold.
That's bold.
Did he catch a pass?
Notice he said in the red zone. You see the size on that dude?
Yep.
Yeah, no, 100%. Dude is a specimen.
So
Post-game,
without
I agree with what you're about to say.
Without Jake and assumedly without John Stevens Jr., Brevin Spann-Ford immediately becomes a very viable red zone
Post game,
target.
baby.
I don't think.
I'm not going to say he's scoring a touchdown
I am.
when he has never caught an
I don't care what
NFL
he's done.
pass.
I don't care.
He
what
has
he's
not.
done. I don't care what he's done in the past. I'm talking about
At some
potential.
point it'll happen, but I don't think it'll happen. This
Also
week.
versus
You want to make
the
a bet
way-
on it?
Just do it.
Are we talking bets here?
Oh.
This is the first Cowboys bet since the hot sauce
We said it
challenge.
with our chest. Say it
a-
with your bet.
What are we thinking here?
What are you thinking?
So I've had this idea since I started being on Talking Cowboys. I think if Isaiah loses a bet, he needs to do an entire show in uniform, pads, jersey, helmet, everything.
Okay.
I like that.
And like the thumbnail could be Talking Cowboys, and it's
I like
just,
that.
it's just Isaiah
I
with
love
the
that.
helmet. And
Oh my
everything.
God, it'd be funny.
I'm kind of
love
down for that. I could do it on the reverse side. Put me in pads, and I would look like a goof, like a total goof.
Oh no, I'm calling
It
your
would be
wife.
great.
to find out
You
what the
do
bet
have
should
a
be.
you have a
I'm calling your wife to find out what the bet
Oh,
should be.
gross.
Oh
Why?
yes.
Why?
Oh
Wait,
yes.
wait.
She has to get because the wives always want get back and they don't always have the opportunity to. So
get-
I'm like, this is an opportunity.
So do I get to call Nat and find out
yeah,
what
you can.
the actual bet is?
Yeah,
Then
she wouldn't come up with nothing crazy.
If she hears
I don't know,
this,
man.
and I'm sure
She's
she will-
listening. She listens.
Yeah, so okay, she's gonna take that as a challenge.
See, but we don't have time. We got to talk through this right now. We got to talk through what the bet is currently.
You'd have to do the whole podcast with all three kids.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be a
That'd be
disaster
bad.
for everybody. That would not be good. How about, I like
Cal
the
has a-
full idea.
Cal has a UNT helmet at his desk.
I
Just
do.
putting
I
that
have a
out
North
there.
Texas helmet
Just
at
putting
the
that
desk.
out there. So that type of bet, shoulder pads notwithstanding, could swing in both directions.
A helmet. You gotta wear a helmet.
You gotta
the
wear
whole
a helmet.
Whole helmet and
A
everything.
Helmet the whole time.
I'm talking
the whole
pads,
episode.
shoulder pads, helmet, all the way.
But you don't
through
have
the
no,
entire
just
show.
helmet. Just helmet.
Just helmet because you
Just
don't have
helmet.
pads, so
Yeah,
you
you
can't
got
match.
helmet.
No, but Isaiah has to wear the full gear.
No.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes.
no.
That's
You gotta
the
match
bet.
No,
no,
Beamer.
you got to match.
You got to
bet.
wear tighty whities
Yeah,
if
no,
you lose.
you got to match.
No.
bet.
No one wants to see
We'll
me
match
over
it.
here.
We'll match it. I'll wear pads.
Why is everybody throwing extras on my bet?
No. I'll
No,
wear pads
that was
too.
the
I'll wear
original
pads
bet.
and a helmet.
right.
Pads and a helmet for the entire show. And I'm going to say Luke Schoonmaker scores a touchdown.
Oh.
So
Okay.
if
Luke
one or the other
Schoonmaker.
happens,
Okay, it has to happen.
it has to
Brevin
happen.
Spann-Ford.
If neither score,
It's a push.
It's a bet.
It's a push.
It's a
Shake
bet.
on that.
Let's
There you go.
go.
Shake on it.
Let's
Shake
go.
on it.
There we go.
Clip
Okay.
it. Clip it.
Clip it.
So now we've got our first Talking Cowboys bet out of the way. I love it.
You got to wear the smelly stickers hat or helmet.
It's not an actual
no,
helmet.
not a helmet.
We'll
It's
let
not
him
an
cook 'cause
actual helmet. It's got like a piece in it.
He
We're
showed
gonna have to get a
he has
helmet. We'll get one.
game worn helmet
Yeah.
at his desk.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So also that means he's getting the residue from other
residue.
from others who have worn said helmet. So yeah, that's rough.
mean-
Because if you've ever played sports, especially
We're all about
football,
that residue,
and
though.
if
Yeah.
you've ever
Fine.
had to share helmets, like high school days and college days,
The whole forehead would break
I am
out.
so calling Bucky, and he's giving me everything.
Yes, yeah, I think that's what we need to do. We need to
Yeah.
do that. By the way, if North
You're gonna
Texas,
look like overshown.
have all the arm sleeves and
Arm
everything.
sleeves.
If North Texas beats Texas Tech on Saturday tomorrow, I think I may wear that helmet just willingly.
no,
next week.
because it takes away.
That's
it
not
takes
the
away
bet.
from
That's not the bet.
But it takes away from the bet.
I know, but I'm just excited.
He's like, I just
And that's
want
fair.
to.
I just
That's
think
fair.
North Texas is
I
going to beat
want
Texas Tech.
to.
That's all.
All right. So wrapping up New Orleans injury report. We talked about Marshawn Lattimore. Talked about Fuaga. Again, Marshawn Lattimore. There's no guarantee that he plays in this game. He's missed 2 practices. Let's see what he looks like in this Friday injury report. And Foster Moreau, he's trending towards clearing the concussion protocol. He was full participant yesterday. Looks like he'll eventually get a green light there. And, of course, Tyrann Mathieu, he was upgraded, though, from DNP to limited. He's still dealing with a heel issue, though, so wonder how that will impact his coverage and ability to explode through the tackles when he tries to take those angles and get a hit on somebody. Saints are dealing with some stuff. But I tell you what, again, I'll say it like I said it yesterday. You better play every single person, whether it be a starter or a backup, play them like an all-pro because you cannot afford to drop this game.
Yeah.
Optics alone But then when you add the fact that this is an NFC opponent, and I love what Ezekiel Elliott said yesterday in the locker room. He said, obviously you want to protect home field. Obviously you want to get off to a 2-0 start. He said also keep in mind that this is an NFC opponent. So down the road, when it comes to seeding, this will play a part.
Akin to that loss last year against the Cardinals, I feel like.
Exactly.
It would do exactly the same. It would be like one of those at the end of the year.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Looking at the end of the year like, man, had we won that game, things would have gone a lot differently. Just that one game that we should have won.
Gosh.
So,
Yeah. One of those one of those happens more than you think, you know. Early in the year, like you said, the division's excuse me, the division's not on the line, but it is something that can help you out later in the season if you can continue to push through it and get a win.
I can't look past this drip. Show your shirt,
man.
please. Show your shirt and your hat.
Oh, it's because it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th.
So they got to understand. Shouts out to Jason Voorhees, god of the lake that is Crystal. Okay, huge horror fan here, and my guy Josh knows that we're huge on that. So
What are the kicks?
oh, the kicks are the
Kicks of the day.
the 96 Pippins.
Oh,
Yeah, so the 96 Pippins with the situation.
That's
With the
nice.
situation.
Too much drip.
all
Too
right.
much.
Speaking of,
I'm just wearing.
Patrick's got the matchup whenever it comes to all of these different fit items.
This guy's good at what
Clean.
he does.
We've got some key matchups coming up on the other side of the break with more Talking Cowboys right after this.
Big watch too.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
They say champions are remembered, but legends are never forgotten. United Ag and Turf offers a winning lineup of John Deere equipment built to tackle any challenge on and off the field. Legendary John Deere tractors, combines, residential mowers, commercial mowers, compact construction equipment, Gator utility vehicles, and a full line of golf and sports turf equipment. United Ag and Turf, the official Ag and Turf equipment supplier of the Dallas Cowboys. Visit UnitedAgAndTurf.com to find a location near you.
Life doesn't stop when the economy is uncertain. The market might not care you have a wedding to plan or a kid to put through school. And inflation doesn't know you've got a family to feed. But Bank of America does, and is here to help. With digital tools to help you save and local experts nearby, you can keep life moving forward the way you need it to. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? Learn more at bankofamerica.com. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC, equal credit opportunity lender.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
I'm on the show, Beamer. Welcome back to Talking Cowboys, presented by Black Rifle Coffee Company, live from the Star in Frisco, Texas. This segment is brought to you by, this portion of the show is brought to you by Quaker Oats, the official oatmeal sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys, trusted since 1877. You actually had the oats this morning.
You're right. I had my oats.
Yeah, you didn't put it in your bowl, though.
I didn't. Because I'm not washing this afterwards.
Odie today.
And Beamer would have cursed me out.
Yeah.
No, I wash the bowls.
Yeah,
doing that.
What are you talking about?
More responsibility.
So in his royal oats is what he's doing.
Oh, not the Royals. The Royals oats. My wife listens to this show.
The oat goat. Isaiah Stanback.
You can't spell goat without oat.
The amount of Kool-Aid mentions in my my Twitter notifications yesterday was off the charts.
You
It was
loved it.
hilarious.
Take the recommendations.
I didn't get a chance to go to the store, but the next time I go, I'm totally going to get some Kool-Aid just
Heck yeah, man.
You're
Start
welcome in
mixing them
advance.
around. I'm going to pull a Patrick No-See Walker. I'm going to mix
You're welcome in
it.
advance.
Why not?
Don't be scared of it.
You're not ready for that life.
I don't have it like just sitting around at the crib, so
I don't need
I might
you,
as well.
I don't need you sounding like Shannon.
What? Shannon Gross of Hanging with the Boys. All right, back here on Talking Cowboys. Time to go through some key matchups. What's the key matchup that's the difference between winning and losing for the Dallas Cowboys? I'll start with you,
Yeah,
Josh.
before these jokers steal up all the airtime, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with.
Wait, that happens?
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Can't get a word in edgewise with these guys, these jokers over here. No, really quick.
The sodium levels in that seat right now. Heightened sodium levels.
No, it's all
salty.
It's all love. I love this show. I
Yeah,
love
we
listening
know.
to this
My
show.
God.
Even though I'm on it, I love listening. Cowboys offensive line. Cowboys offensive line versus this. Do you like that one? Yeah. Offensive line versus the Saints defensive line. If they can afford Dak enough time to throw the ball, get us down the field, the game is won. And especially if they're able to efficiently, consistently run the ball down the field, on the field. I mean, I think that's a win for us. That to me is the most important matchup of the game.
For me, it's going to be in the trenches. The Panthers couldn't really get pressure against Derek Carr, and you found out what happens with these weapons in New Orleans if you don't get pressure on Derek Carr. They blow the roof off the place. We just finished talking about how Fuego will likely not play, but even if he does play, he's dealing with a back issue that's going to slow him down. I think Cowboys, who we all know can get pressure at high rates, are going to do that against Derek Carr. That's going to force him into some mistakes. As far as run defense, I don't think that this Saints offensive front, as far as interior goes, match up well against the likes of like Jordan Phillips and Linval Joseph and Osa Digizua, the big speedy guy like Osa. I think that forces the run to the outside, and I think that's where the linebackers really start to eat, just like we saw in Cleveland. So for me, it starts with the Cowboys defensive front beating up pretty handily on the Saints offensive line.
Kind of follow up on that whenever it comes to Derek Carr and finding pressure. A lot of times whenever you have pressure in the backfield, there's an outlet for Derek Carr. There's an outlet, especially in this offense, in the way that they've utilized Alvin Kamara so far, and the way that they utilize some of their tight ends, leaking out as that pressure release valve for Dalvin Cook, for Derek Carr. If there is pressure, does that put more pressure on the second level for the Cowboys defense to try and cover those guys? Kamara out of the backfield, Williams, whether tight ends, that kind of thing.
Absolutely it does. But what we saw from Cleveland should invoke a lot of confidence in Eric Kendricks and DeMarvion Overshown to play that sideline-to-sideline football, cover ground quickly and delete those screen bubbles and attacks on the C gap. So, yeah, absolutely. It's going to apply a lot of pressure, but this is a linebackers core that's so wildly upgraded over 2023 that I'm not going to say I'm not concerned about it because we still have more games to play, but there's so much reason to not be concerned about it.
Dallas Cowboys, I'm going to agree with you. Their front is going to determine whether or not they win this ball game or not. They need to have pressures/sacks on 25% of the pass attempts of the Saints because the Saints are going to throw the ball at least 40 times in this game.
And that includes the screens and quick outs.
Yes.
Because they're going to try to use that as like a quasi-run.
That's their running game.
10+ screens.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You think they will run
Take the
10
over.
plus? I don't know.
I think they're going to hit 10 screens.
Yeah.
The over.
I think all of us are kind of in that mindset. I'm gonna flip it to the opposite side for the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys receivers need to find more separation. When you went back and watched the Cleveland film, and give credit to Cleveland, Cleveland's secondary is legitimate. They're very 100%. Good.
Absolutely.
But there wasn't a ton of separation. Dak had to throw it into tight coverage, tight windows a couple different times. There was one time or a couple times where it could have been intercepted, but really they were more interested in locking down the receivers than they were in trying to play the football and force takeaways. I want to see more separation because I personally don't think this secondary is as good as Cleveland, but I also don't think they're far off, especially if Marshawn Lattimore plays. If Lattimore plays, even if he's 80, 85%, still a legitimate all-pro caliber corner on the outside. Okay. So I want to see separation. And a lot of times it's not from CD Lamb. Sometimes I want to see it from Brandon Cooks. Why do I keep going
really
back
want
to
him to come.
Dalvin Cook?
You want to see him in this game, man.
Maybe there's a bold prediction coming later.
I was going to say, what's on your mind?
Maybe so. Brandon Cooks, I want to see it from Jalen Tolbert. I talked to Tolbert yesterday a little bit, and he was like, yeah, there were a lot of things I thought I did well blocking downfield. I took some extra pressure or pride in the physicality of the game, but I need to be better as a route runner. I need to be better in terms of building separation. So,
that's a tough outing last week, though. That's a top 5
secondary
cornerback duel. Not even just a second, just those corners. That's a top 5 pairing there. These guys are good. Lattimore is good, but they're not disciplined.
Agreed.
They're not disciplined. So you're going to have some shots over the top. You're going to have some holding calls. You're going to have some pass interferences. And you're going to have some big plays over the top because these guys do not play disciplined ball. They take a lot of risk. Their eyes get caught in the backfield. It's just not a disciplined outfit.
As long as we pick up the blitz from Alontae Taylor, that slot corner.
He had 3 sacks.
3 sacks on,
That's wild.
on 3
the guy
rushes.
sitting on the inside shade of the slot receiver with a safety standing right behind him.
Don't look at me.
I'm not coming.
Don't look at me.
Don't mind me.
Well, Dak spoke to that yesterday after practice as far as how and when they decide to blitz, the Saints do, and how key it's going to be for the wide receivers in the blocking aspect of pass protection. And also, this is where having a guy like Ezekiel Elliott is going to help shine again. Ezekiel Elliott shined in pass pro against the Cleveland Browns. Right. Zeke is looking to catch another body.
Sir.
So, Dak spoke to that as well. So they're prepping for it.
Hope he has a hard chin strap on.
And they have to be better at disguising it if they're going to do it.
Absolutely, because when they do, even if they were to disguise it very well, the gaps that they leave in their coverage when they do that they're ridiculous. I mean, I'm talking about 10 or 12-yard gaps between the next man that's to the receiver. They can't do that against Dallas.
And that's not even incorporating Dak's success with
versus
the blitz.
versus
the blitz.
Dylan in Northport, Florida, just texted in on the text line and said Saints blitz more than any other team in Week 1, which is true. Said if they try that with Dak, who's sensational against the blitz, it might be night time.
Yeah, I mean, they also played Bryce Young. So, I mean, again, we have to continue to take this with a grain of salt in terms of what we saw on film last week.
They may not blitz at all.
Yeah, they might not blitz at all. So, I mean, you just have to understand their opponent last week, and they understand who their opponent is this week, and it's going to completely change their game plan.
And I'll drop a bit of science here for guys as far as Dak Prescott versus the blitz. This was something that where's Beamer?
He's looking for it.
Beamer?
Looking for it. Yeah.
I know what he's doing.
I got it. Yes. Science.
So I actually went back to January.
Yes, science.
There it is. There it is. I went back to January 9th. Actually, someone kind of put it back in my mind space a couple days ago, and I was like, "Hey,
you say your MySpace?
Mind space."
Oh.
I was like, "Hey, I forgot I tweeted that."
No, you still have that
so
open.
shouts out to my followers.
MySpace.
Yeah, shouts out to
MySpace
my
page
followers.
is still available.
Dak Prescott versus the Blitz in 2023 regular season. Yards 1,389 yards, touchdowns 15, interceptions only 2, QB rating 120.7, and his completion percentage above expectation was roughly 7% above expectation. So I say that to say, blitz him if you wanna. You're gonna pay for that.
I don't think New Orleans wants to blitz them. I honestly wouldn't be shocked if New Orleans stays away from the blitz almost entirely this week,
That would be wise.
Just because they know their opponent, like Isaiah you're talking to and alluding to there. They know their opponent and they know, hey, it's Dak Prescott. You may not want to actually blitz this guy.
Well, also, I mean, you're playing in a place where they haven't had a lot of home losses. Okay, so if you're the New Orleans Saints, you're going to Dallas. Dallas has not lost a much at home. You also understand that this is a high-powered offense that you're going against. You have one as well, so you want to make sure that you put your offense in the best position possible to win the ball game for you. So as a defense, what do you want to do against this outfit? Keep everything in front of me.
Yep.
If I blitz, I expose myself to more bigger play opportunities. I don't want to do that. I want to negate those opportunities as much as possible. So I'm going to play a base, simple defense, and they have a solid front. It's not last week's front. Cleveland's
expect
solid.
them to get home.
Just let your guys go ahead and try their best to eat. I mean, you got some Cameron Jordans, you got Demario Davis right there. You got some guys in that front seven that can play some ball. Just keep it in front of you and let them play downhill.
Kind of along those same storylines, I have a story coming out today on the website about Tyler Guyton. I talked to him about his debut, and I asked him, how would you grade your debut in the NFL? And he said, poorly. Straight up. Wow. Poorly. And he went in to talk about how that's the mindset you have to have in order to have success in this league. And he's using his quote-unquote poor outing in Week 1 to use it as motivation going forward. But that leads me to this next question of, outside of Tyler Guyton, who of course we all know can improve based off of what he put on tape in week 1, which rookie needs to see a step up from their debut going into week 2 against the Saints this week? Rookie specifically. I'll even throw second-year guys in there too.
I'd keep it with a rookie, but who are you thinking about, Isaiah?
I'm thinking Maris Liufau is going to have a bigger showing.
Darn it. I should have taken my.
You should have just gone for it.
The reason why is because of that screen game.
Yeah.
Because of the screen game. And, obviously you have Overshown on there. If you have Kendricks, Overshown, and Liufau in there, that's going to be very hard to outflank this defense, and that's what the Saints try to do. They try to do it a lot. They do it with Rashid Shaheed. They do it with Alvin Kamara. They do it with, who's the other cat?
Olave?
Yeah, no, they don't really do it with Olave. You got Rashid, Kamara.
Taysom Hill?
Taysom Hill. There you go.
And they have a whole package for Taysom Hill.
They have more packages than just a few.
Yeah.
So those three right there are troublesome. So you want to make sure that you have three guys at that second level that can really get to the ball no matter where it's at, sideline to sideline. Because they're going to try to stretch you. They're going to try to stretch you sideline to sideline, make you cover 53.5 yards.
Yeah.
What do you think? Fair enough. I'm going to go with Marshawn Nealon. I think he had a really great game. We talked about it. I mean, it didn't necessarily show – it didn't pop off the film for me during the game. Afterwards, when I looked at him, like, okay, he actually had a really decent game. However, I want to see him more involved in the tackles for loss. Like, I want to see not even necessarily sacks. I don't even need that right away. And we actually wanted to get your opinion about Marshawn Nealon since we didn't get to talk to you about it right after the game. But he had a great game. Give me some tackles for loss.
You want him to finish. He had the pressures. You want him to finish. Whether it's a sack, tackle for loss, doesn't matter. You want him to bring a guy to the ground.
And he will. That's all calibration, right? You're a rookie. This is your first time playing in a real game in the NFL. Your timing that worked in college doesn't work in the NFL. Yeah. So, you got to be a little bit a tick faster. You got to stretch yourself out a little bit more. You have to be a little bit more explosive. Those pressures will turn into sacks for him, and there's going to be big plays for the Cowboys going 1%
forward. Better, right? Just add on top of the
Chris Bean.
Add on top of the win there.
1% better.
1% better every day.
I'm going to go with Kalen. No, I'm going to go with Kalen Carson. And he did good. He played very well.
Yes, he did.
He played very well. That being said, he left some meat on the bone because it could have been at least a 2-interception game for him.
At least.
So that's what I want. funny little side story. Locker room, we're talking to Kalen Carson, and he was asked the question. I can't remember if you were in that scrum, Kyle. He was asked the question, do you want that throwback? Do you want that throwback as far as like getting the interception? His response was, which one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He knows. So for as excellent as his coverage was, as excellent as his reads were, his reaction was, I'm not going to harp too much on the Jerry Jeudy touchdown. It happens.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, the fact that that's the only one that he gave up the entirety of the game against that receiving unit and shutting down Amari Cooper, he played well above what you would think a rookie in his NFL debut against that firepower would play. However, my only knock to Kalen Carson coming out of Sunday's game is when you get your hands on the ball, especially in a takeaway-driven defense, come down with that ball. And he wants to. So that's what I want to see from him this week because he's going to get opportunities. If they pressure Derek Carr like I believe they can and will, you're going to get your hands on another opportunity. So just come down with the interception.
He's also got to be careful and weary of the double move this week because both Chris Olave and Rashid Shaheed can run the double move with the best of them.
Yeah. I wonder if
you got to hold back a bit.
I wonder if Kalen has paid Trevon Diggs his push-ups yet. Trevon Diggs said after the game that Kalen owes him 70 push-ups per dropped interception.
70.
70.
Yeah, why?
70.
7.
Oh, really number 7 plus. Okay, 7 push-ups is nothing.
No,
10 push-ups for each part of the number.
Just assuming so.
Yeah. He said he owes me 70. So either way, I wonder.
Is that 140?
Kalen, have you paid up?
Kalen Carson gets an interception, I'll say this: every time Kalen Carson gets an interception, we have to wear seatbelts on this show.
Where are we getting
Where do
the
you get a
seatbelts?
random
I was just looking on
seatbelt?
Amazon.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
You just looked on Amazon?
I did.
So Amazon really does just sell everything. Huh?
Absolutely.
Just seatbelts that aren't attached to vehicles.
We come here.
We're going to have a really wild show next week. If Brevin Span Ford
with it,
scores a
though.
touchdown, if Kalen Carson has
I'm
an
with it.
interception, if the
Helmets
Cowboys
and
score 40
seatbelts.
points,
I welcome it.
Monday and Tuesday are going to be wild
Helmets
here.
and seatbelts.
We are here for it. All right, when we come back, we've got time
Is
to
that
pick our
is that the
week
headline for today's
2
show?
matchups.
Helmets and seatbelts.
Maybe.
I like it.
When we come back, we're going to pick the week 2 matchups. Plus, I want to introduce a new piece of the Pick'em segment. It's called Dog of the Week. And we're going to workshop the name a little bit. But we'll be back with more Talking Cowboys right after this. Give us a call, 888-855-2297. If you want to be a part of our Pick'em segment, call in right this second. Go ahead and get on the phone line for Chris Beam. We'll be right back after this.
Todd thought it would be secure to jog in the cheetah savanna. Todd believed the big cat repellent he bought online was reliable. And now, Todd is trying to be faster than this cheetah that can run 80 miles per hour. But the good news is, Todd has AT&T 5G that is fast, reliable, and secure. And he learned the best thing to do is stop running and toss her the backpack with the beef stew. AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, secure.
5G requires compatible plan and device. 5G may not be available in your area. See att.com/5G for you for details.
It's the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black. And right now, Cowboys fans can get 15% off their $75 order. Plus, because every deal needs a playmaker, your order will include a free 5-piece skincare set and free shipping. The Jack Black Playmaker is 4 of Jack's favorites and a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Make a play for the Playmaker at getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys with the code CowboysVIP.
Welcome back into Dear Doctor, the show where I answer life's questions with an ice-cold can of Dr. Pepper. Sheila, let's hear from our next caller, would you?
Dear Doctor, my friend supported me during a tough time. But what's the right gift that says, thanks for being a shoulder to cry on?
Okay, this one's easy. I say give her a delicious Dr. Pepper. Nothing says, thanks, girl, better than a one-of-a-kind soda. Yes, any Dr. Pepper flavor will do. Now, just a reminder that I don't need to be a real doctor to know that Dr. Pepper is the one you deserve.
If you're looking for fresh American roasted coffee that gives back, you need to head to your local grocery store and pick up a bag of Black Rifle coffee. That's right, America's coffee is now available in the coffee aisle of a grocery store near you. Black Rifle Coffee Company is veteran-founded with a mission to give back to those brave men and women who have served our nation. Every bag, box, or can you purchase helps support that mission. Head to your local grocery store and roast yourself some Black Rifle coffee today.
Back to Talkin' Cowboys.
Back here on Talking Cowboys, this segment of the show is brought to you by Invisalign, the official smile of the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome back in week 2. Say it with your chest Friday. It's time to get in to our Pick'em segment, but we have one extra element, a little wild card that we're going to sprinkle in here this week. It's our Dog of the Week. And if we want to bark every time, we can do that too. That'll work. So every week,
I just did that.
I'm going to give you an opportunity because last week, everybody went 4-2. Everyone. All 4 of us on the show. And then our fan picker last week, Nebby, went 4-2.
I thought I did terrible.
So everybody went 4-2. We're picking different games. We're picking different teams. That's fine. But I want to give an opportunity for those to either separate themselves.
Oh, we're going to separate.
Or try and make up some ground later in the year. We're going to start this Dog of the Week. They have to be 6-point underdogs or more in the NFL slate to open things up.
Okay.
So 6 points or more. I'm going to give you a list of those 6-point or more underdogs. You have to choose one of them that you believe will win outright their game. Not cover the spread. Have to win their game outright.
What do we got?
If you get it wrong, no penalty. You do not get a loss.
Okay.
It does not count towards your loss record. But if you get it right, it's a bonus 2 points. 2 wins on the campaign. 2 wins. So we're going to start with our Dogs of the Week. Here are the possible teams. The Falcons.
Caller, pay attention.
The Bears. The Raiders. The Buccaneers. The Saints. And the Chargers. Okay? Falcons, Bears, Raiders, Bucks, Saints, Chargers. Josh, I'll start with you.
Can you tell me who they're playing?
Yeah, I was actually going to look that up currently. Yeah. I know this, of course, the Saints are against the Cowboys. The Buccaneers are against the
Lions,
which
Seahawks,
that's
New
a tough
England.
one. Okay, yeah. Seahawks are
underdogs.
The Seahawks aren't on that list, Beamer.
Oh, I said Seahawks.
No.
Falcons,
I was like,
Bears, Raiders,
Falcons
Bucks,
play the Eagles.
Saints.
Falcons play the Eagles. The Bears play the Texans. The Raiders play the Ravens. And then did I say the Bears? Yes, I did. The Raiders, Chargers. Who is the Chargers? Chargers. How are the Chargers 6 point? Oh, the Panthers, not the Chargers. The Panthers are 6 point underdogs against the Chargers. So take Chargers off of there. It's the Panthers.
Who are the Bucks playing?
They're playing the
Lions.
I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
They're in Detroit.
In Detroit.
They're in Detroit.
I like you, but you're crazy.
I like Bake. I like Bake.
I'm going to go with you. I think that offense is severely underrated. I'm going to take the Buccaneers as my dog of the week. Who are you thinking?
I'm taking Falcons over Eagles.
Ooh,
I'd like to see it.
That's not bad.
I think the Falcons defense. I know that they had some quarterback issues, obviously, but I think the Falcons defense is better than advertised. And I think they can get after Jalen Hurts, and we've seen Jalen Hurts try to throw 4 or 5 interceptions in Brazil.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that this AJ Terrell led defense that also features Matthew Judon, I think they can get after Jalen Hurts. So yeah, give me the Falcons to upset the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Crazy, man. Give me Bears over Texans.
Am I crazy? Am I?
We're all crazy for even
we're
doing
crazy,
this.
but you're taking the Bears,
over the Texans.
in Houston.
If they click
over the
offensively, then
Texans.
you know it's a whole different ballgame.
That's a big if, though.
That's if. Though.
It's not an if. If it was a fifth.
What? They're the Bears. It's a
I don't give a damn
huge
what they
if.
were.
Listen, Will Anderson and
As
company,
many
they're coming.
offensive
Pause.
weapons as they have, it just takes them to click one time, and it's going to be a
Listen,
problem.
I believe in the Chicago Caleb.
I don't like. I'm not.
I believe in
you know, I'm a
Caleb.
UW guy.
I believe
But
in
I
Caleb.
respect the talent on that team.
You've got Rome Odunze there.
I do have Roman.
Caleb
Dundee.
threw for under 100 yards.
I
last
hear
week.
you. Okay, and Dak threw for 170.
79.
Yeah, one of them won and the other one didn't.
I understand, but I'm saying like it
Johnson
doesn't
Gilbert
matter
is
the stat
90
line.
yards.
Actually, I think didn't the Bears come back to win that game?
They
were
did,
playing the Titans.
because of their defense
I
and their
forgot
special
about
teams.
that. Yeah.
It was not the offense at all.
Exactly.
That'd be fun,
Exactly.
though.
Even more
But
reason.
It is going to be fun though. It's Caleb versus CJ. That's going to
See,
be
but
fun.
this is part of Dog of the Week.
It's gonna be
I
fun.
mean, it's a crazy thing everywhere. It's not supposed to happen. That's why you don't get penalized, but it's a chance if you get it right to win 2 possible wins. All right, Mike in New York is our fan representative this week. Mike, who's your dog of the week? Do you need the list again, or do you have it already? Mike, you there?
Bucks.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm here.
But nasty.
What's
I'm
up?
here.
What's up, Big Mike? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'll take the Buccaneers.
Taking the Buccaneers. Well done. All
Smart
right.
man.
Let's get into our Pick'em segment this
be bald,
week.
too.
We're going to go with the Giants at Commanders to start things off. Giants at Commanders. Pat, we'll start with you.
Giants at Commanders. Giants are so bad. I'm taking Commanders. I think Dan Quinn. He knows how to beat the Giants. And the Giants are just a bad team. Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback. I like Daniels. Commanders take that one.
What do you think, Mike?
Commanders.
What are you thinking?
I'm going Commanders. I think if my prediction is still intact, the Commanders need to get on a roll at some point. Obviously, that was not last week, and no better place to start than a really bad Giants team.
Yeah, I just think the Giants are terrible. So
Yeah.
give me the Commanders.
Give me
Sewage.
Robinson and Eckler.
And Eckler and company. All right, Seahawks at the Patriots. 2 of Isaiah's former teams.
You got to
All
choose.
right.
Half the NFL.
Which one is your favorite child? Which one's your favorite kid?
We'll let you start it off. Who
I'm
you
going
got?
Birdman all day long, baby.
Okay.
C-Town's finest. Let's go.
That Patriots win in week 1 didn't impress you
No,
enough?
Give me. See, I love my old teammate, Mayo, but you need some. He ain't gonna get that today.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Seahawks as well on the road to get
Because
it
you
done.
should. Because
Josh,
the defense is nasty.
100%. Pats gave Cincinnati many chances to come back in that win last week. I don't think that the Seahawks will give them that opportunity.
Gino
Seahawks
we
win.
trust.
Yeah, I'm not a believer in the Patriots, but I am a believer in Gino and the Seahawks and those weapons that he has. So yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks. Mayo's going to have to catch up.
all right, Mike, who you got in this one?
I got the Seahawks. The Seahawks.
Smart man, Mike.
Smart man. We'll go right back to you, Mike. Rams at the Cardinals, a little NFC West matchup.
Going to the Rams. The Rams are too. The Rams are. They're coming. They want to come back from that loss last week to the Rams.
Ah, okay.
I'm thinking because the Cardinals almost won that game last week, and if not for Josh Allen throwing his body against the wall and absolutely killing it in the last quarter there. But I got to go with the Rams.
I think Cardinals take this, especially when you look at the fact that Puka Nacua is not going to be on the field. I think Cardinals take this. Well, Cardinals are at home. Strange, as Cowboys fans know, Mike, you can attest to this. Strange things happen in the desert.
Yeah.
So
they do.
Yes, sir. Yes, they do.
I am going to follow
Mike
suit.
lives in New York.
no, I'm saying as a Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm following suit.
Yeah,
with
Cowboys
my,
fans know about going
my,
to Arizona.
My
Strange
fellow
things happen in the
dreadhead.
desert.
I'm going with my fellow dreadhead over here because I just think that I heard some interviews from Kyler Murray, and I think he's a lot more level-headed than he once was. And I also think that
there's no new Call of Duty out. So.
Yeah, exactly. and I also
It's not his job to throw it to Marvin
I
Harrison
also
Jr.
don't
either.
know how healthy Cooper Kupp is, and if they suffer another injury there.
And you're without Puka Nacua also.
Exactly.
So
I'm riding with Sean McVay all day. Give me the Rams
Ooh, I see
on
what
the
you did
road. Yeah, there you
Bars.
go. Bars. All right, Steelers at the Broncos. Nice return for Russell Wilson.
Oh.
Is he even going to play this week?
No.
I don't know. Is he hurt still?
Yeah, he's still hurt.
Yeah, so it'll be Justin Fields instead.
Return for Justin
so
Fields.
Broncos it is.
Yeah, so I'm going to take Denver. Yeah,
I'm taking Denver.
taking Denver.
I'm going with the Steelers. I'm going with Steelers.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
I'm going no Bo because Bo does not know.
Ooh.
Okay. What about you, Mike?
I'll go with Denver. I'm going to say the Broncos.
How about this one? This is a fun one.
Just making sure that you guys understand I was picking the Steelers there.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Bengals at the Chiefs. Bengals at Chiefs. Mike.
Chiefs, I don't trust Patrick Mahomes. He's had time to prep, and I know they played that Thursday night game and stuff. I know it's going to be. I think it's going to be a good game, but I'll say the Chiefs. They're still the top team.
He sold me because I forgot that it's a long week for the Chiefs. I think Andy Reid's going to have those boys ready to play. Give me Kansas City here.
The Texas boys, the Texas A&M and the Texas University of Texas. I guess the Longhorns, right? So both of those boys are going to do work this week.
Who are you
Just
talking?
say the team.
Wait, what are you?
Just
who
say
are you
the
talking
team.
about?
Well,
Chiefs?
Mahomes
Texas
and Xavier
Tech.
Worthy.
Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Same thing to me.
Yeah.
It's all the same to me.
They're irrelevant this
Tech,
weekend, anyways.
A&M, Texas. Too many Texas. It's just 1,000 Texas teams.
Going down, Mahomes. You're going down.
They're playing UNT.
They play Tech this week.
that's
Yeah, North Texas and Tech play.
That's unfortunate.
North Texas is going to beat them by
You're
2
going
touchdowns.
He said it's unfortunate.
Yeah. What was that?
He's going with
so
Chiefs.
fortunate.
I'm going. Oh, go ahead, Pat.
No, I'm going to. It's impossible to pick against the Chiefs at home, and yet you just know they're going to lose one at home. And the Bengals typically play them well at home. Regular season, postseason, they just can't get over the postseason hump, but they can win a regular season game at Arrowhead. So another week for Jamar Chase. He was coming off of that holdout situation. I think the Bengals figure out a way to get this done.
What do you think?
I'm going with Joey Brrr.
Joey Burrow.
Okay,
Give me the
Gucci.
Bengals.
Okay,
That's
Gucci
nice.
man. Brr.
All right, the one we've been. Oh wait, Mike, you need your pick for Bengals and Chiefs. Oh wait, no, you said Chiefs. Never mind. You said Chiefs. All right, let's do Saints at Cowboys, the one we've been waiting for. Cowboys with a 16-game home regular season winning streak on the line in the season or home opener at AT&T Stadium. Mike, who you got in this one? Saints Cowboys.
Oh, going with the Cowboys. I don't pick it. I don't pick against the Cowboys. Come on, Cowboys 27, the Saints 23. We're not losing the home opener. I mean, I think we'll be ready to go. I think we're gonna win. Of course.
27-23. That's a tight game. Mike, thanks for the call. Appreciate you supporting as always, and appreciate you bringing the energy as well.
That's right, boys. Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
There he goes, Mike in New York. This is one of my favorites. We've had 2 of our favorites call in this week, Nebby and Mike. All of our Talking Cowboys family is
Dan
our favorite.
O, we
but-
got some favorites.
My
STX,
score-
Mario, call in. I know you're watching.
My score was almost
STX.
right last week.
It was close. You were like
You were the
2 points
closest.
off. All right.
But this is a week-to-week league.
43-13. I almost want to say 43-17. 43-13. Dallas Cowboys.
Absolute beatdown, and we're
beatdown.
eating Whataburger on Monday.
43-13.
I like it. 40 burger prediction from Isaiah. Stand back.
40-20. 40-20.
It's a lot of points.
40-20.
Yeah.
2 receiving, 2 rushing, 9 from Aubrey, and the defensive. 44-20. Cowboys take it.
Ooh.
Wow, now we're doing some
Man,
math.
you just prices right at me.
I did. Come on. I did. 44-20.
Closest
Cowboys.
without going over, yeah.
He just 1 point over me.
Yeah.
I'm doing $1. Give me $1.
I don't
No, to
think,
be fair, I had a radio hit before I came in.
Oh,
so
you
I
said
have a
before.
receipt. I said 44-20 on
Okay,
that
so
one
I
as well.
scouted you,
So,
my fault.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
My 40 burger senses aren't tingling this
Oh,
week.
your
I don't
spider-
think we're there.
spider, you not tingling?
Yeah, not this week.
No
I'm gonna
Peter
say
tingle?
it is a Cowboys win. Give me the Cowboys 34 to 21.
Defense gets
34-21. I think they score late. It's like 34-14, and then they get like a garbage time
can't
touchdown.
believe you don't have your Peter tinkle.
Not this time. No, not this time. I'm going to just keep rolling past that. I don't
he's
even
not-
know what that is.
You don't know what the Peter tingle is?
No. Oh, I know what that is. I don't know what Isaiah just said.
That's
That's
I'm
the
referring
problem.
to. You just said you're not feeling the 40 burger.
No,
I said your
don't
Peter
feel the
tingle's
40
not going off.
Not feeling
What are
the
you
40
talking about,
burger.
Kyle? I mean, come on.
We'll talk about it later.
Can you please stop calling the Peter tingle? Isaiah's dirty, mine.
That's going to do it for us here on Talking Cowboys.
On that note.
Hope you guys had some fun this week. We will be back on Monday, possibly, to break it all down for you. Win or lose for the Cowboys. Possibly, if we don't get let go by that point. Isaiah and I will be on pregame live, 11 a.m. Central Time, getting started on DallasCowboys.com, locally on TXA 21 as well. We'll take you all the way up to 11:45.
Put it on your laptop,
Sunday.
cast it on. Can they go straight to it on their TV somehow, or does it have to cast it?
Connected TV. Yeah, download the Connected TV
Cowboys app.
There you go. Cowboys app. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Tell them how to do that. Yeah.
You just go on your app store,
to
type in
Cowboys app.
Dallas Cowboys, and if it's there, it's there. Download it, and
If it's not, then
all
go
of
on
our
your computer
coverage
and
is on
cast
there.
it to your TV.
Yeah, you can do it
Google
there, too.
Chrome it, whatever it is. Get it on your TV. Y'all, man, want to make sure you guys do that because we drop a lot of knowledge.
A lot of knowledge.
That's
and if you
facts.
haven't submitted your fan question, go to my Twitter at Kyle_Yeomans. Submit your fan question because right now, again, you've got a really good shot to be on the show.
Did you tell them that the person who submitted it last week made an appearance on the show?
Yeah. We had a fan question last week.
could
Like the
be
video,
you.
like the actual video they submitted
could
was
be
on
you.
was broadcasted on the show.
And that's the point. We're going to put all our fans on Twitter, Cowboys
be
fans
you.
on Twitter. So go ahead and get on there, submit those fan questions. We'll see you at 11 a.m. Central Time on Sunday. For Patrick No-C Walker, Josh Rodriguez, Isaiah Stanback, for Chris Beam in the back, I'm Kyle Yeoman saying so long from Talking Cowboys. Go Cowboys in week 2.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?